boys playing or eating? Hey, bud. Good morning, Morris. Hey, Mark. Tux is safely up here on the platform. Hey, you. I'm trying to get you to eat chicken. Chicken first. Chicken first. Eat your meat. Good boy. Stripes down there walking in the front yard. You can see where Don brought some of that dirt up yesterday to fill in the erosion. He did this over up by the driveway side, walking uphill from the front yard to the back too. Don't mess with those. Those are perennials. Those are good plants. Yes, meow. Big meow. Meow. Yeah, you going around back is good and bad, because Tux looks like he wants to give you grief this morning, but Gypsy might want to come up and eat, so it's a toss-up as to where I want him right now. Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. It's pretty weather. Are you testing out your parking this morning?
Yeah. Oh, come on. It put one P up.
It put a P up and then the P disappeared because we wanted to come down farther.
Yeah, because
you really have to wonder in these exceptionally clearly marked spaces why it can't show us the P.
Well, you don't even know why it should. So should I look for a parking place? I appreciate that the AI is trying to gauge that car. Not this one, the one in the mirror here. This looks like one parking place.
They'll probably pop up when you're almost in the spot and ask you if you want to park.
Right.
If you want a perpendicular park. Nope, not this time. It did the last time we were here.
Yeah.
You're basically in the spot. Boop. Would you like me to finish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get any more clearly marked than this.
Yeah, well, she
and
did,
I guess,
but she was going to try to park either...
Right.
Probably between those two cars.
Yeah.
She reverted to the old school stuff.
I guess I would like to see the screen start showing the lines of the parking spaces it sees. Yeah. That would give me more of a warm fuzzy that she's actually seen parking spaces.
Old guy.
My headache that I took to Excedrin for, unfortunately, that first little run made it start hurting again. Yeah. We're out here on the Greenway Trail. First off, I need to be running some every day and not just walking, I feel. I feel better when I do it. My foot's better. It's not really causing me a lot of trouble now. Got my sneakers on, you know, etc., etc. But today I also wanted to distance us between some other people on the trail, just so, you know, we're not hearing their conversation, they're not hearing ours. I can film and they aren't necessarily in my, you know, video unbeknownst to them. All the leaves are really coming out now, all those pretty light greens of spring. Wow, they're coming along pretty fast, although the framing is always the quickest part.
Yeah. Shows the progress of all the details.
Yeah. You can tell there's some water damage on that wood. Already looks like to me. I'm surprised they didn't wrap it quick, you know. It's pretty windy out here today, but since it's nice and warm, it feels good. It's not making us cold or anything. I'm comfortable for the most part in my long sleeves, and I'm sure Don's comfortable for the most part in his short sleeves. The hats are for sun protection. I forgot my sunscreen on my forehead, so that's thus the hat today. Although it was so windy over there by the lake, it darn near blew our hats off. We came around the corner from the tree break, blocking the wind, and it about carried us away for a minute. Alright, we made it to Willow Springs High School, the turnaround point. The track that Ariel runs on is the farthest corner from where we are, straight across, you know, diagonal straight across. Oh my goodness, are you gonna hit it?
I suppose. You got it?
Yes, I had to be very careful there. No phone dropping.
It's gonna bounce out of my...
Yeah, well, I totally don't mind it. I'm sorry, Donnie. I love you. Don says, you know, that piece, think about that piece of cheesecake. We got one more night's worth of cheesecake.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, power your hit with cheesecake.
The first time up, I probably am not going to go 100%.
Well, you're not limber because we didn't pick up any trash. It's different over at the other.
I could feel it. It may have been from going up that hill yesterday, pushing that lawnmower.
The wheelbarrow, yep.
Full of dirt. 4 times? Yeah, that was a hit. Where was the camera yesterday?
I'm sorry. Could pull it up on Rosie, the Ring camera. Go, Donnie, go. Yeah, he said where was his cheering squad yesterday. Yeah, Don said he woke up just a smidge stiff this morning. Probably wheelbarrow work. Cheesecake, cheesecake, cheesecake. We ate half of it last night, so I don't know who's going to get this, you know, David's second piece. Somebody. Okay, Ariel, we want to see video of you doing a hit with your speed. How many times you can go up and down the hill. Get your mom to bring you over here. Go, Donnie, go. I bet I couldn't do it twice. I keep on trying to get back into regular interval training on our walks and then not doing it so much. I know I should. Go, Donnie, go. How many's that? 4. Remember, the goal here is to really give it everything you've got, not to hold anything back. So being out of breath and all that stuff's really to be expected versus just staying in the green zone. That's 5?
That's enough.
Okay. Well, I can tell that you really gave it your all. Marty's twin is over here, sound asleep. Good kitty. By the time we get right back here rounding the side of the lake as we exit down the trail, it's 2 miles. Hi guys. No babies yet, but I bet babies are coming soon. You wait for me to go, then you can cross if you want to. Some Muscovies there in the vegetation. I just came down one of the trails. It leads to the water that's worn in where people must come to fish and maybe put boats in and stuff. I guess if everybody uses the same footpath, it's not so bad, right? Boy, the Canadian goose is loud today. Well, you guys will be happy to know that my computer gave me a little something message this morning that says we were unable to install all of your updates. Please click here and check what's going on. And it wanted to install, I guess, a dot release on Monterey, and I clicked install, and a little while later it was on there. So I have kept up with my being current on my maintenance since my little hiccup a few weeks ago. Well, I stand by my assertion that if it had pestered me more, I wouldn't have been so far behind. I don't know why it didn't, or I didn't see it, or whatever. We just hit 3 miles. We collected bags along the way, and the straw here is because they took down the ugly fencing. The little black tarp and the little metal stakes that would kill you. They took that out, so that's nice. And if we could just get people that are here to exercise not to walk off the corner over here and let the grass grow in, it wouldn't be so muddy. Hey Jules, we are really surprised at the lack of people out on the trail on a pretty Sunday. We just ran our 3rd interval too. I didn't ask, but Don felt up to swapping out my lights on the bridge that we had bought at Walmart a couple weekends ago. I have a slight concern about them being bright enough comparison to how bright these other ones are, but it's the right thing to do for summer. Get rid of the icicles. I'm gonna come out. I'm waiting I'm trying to wait till April the 15th, and I'm gonna come out and trim these butterfly bushes. But we got a 38-degree temperature night tonight, and then there's another 38-degree night in the 10-day. So I don't want to shock them and cut them back and then have a real cold night like that. So I'm gonna be good girl. I'm gonna wait. Gray and Tux both came down to hang out with us. They're ready to test tonight to see him. Don's got them tied onto the side of the bridge. Hi. Hello, pretty girl. Aw, you stretchy too. Hi, honey. If I work out in the front yard, she always comes and hangs with me. She's a good girl. Meow. Hi, honey. Gray stayed with me while I weeded across the ferns the length of the whole front porch. She's a good girl. And Tux is still close by too.
Is not fantastic.
Hey Donnie, Dr. Ekberg, he's doing the 10 best high interval intensity training exercises.
I can't.
Just for you. This is just for you, Donnie.
I can't do 10.
Well, it doesn't mean 10 at once. He just means pick one. I just heard Dr. Ekberg say that you need to use a pickaxe to dig me holes in my yard. That is, and I used to throw the Maddox, but I just heard him say that works really great as a hit. Dig a hole as fast as you can with the pickaxe. I'm just saying, don't run up the hill. You go dig me a hole.
It's too intense.
I'm going to be using that for the entire summer. So our 80-year-old retired Raleigh police officer guy, he didn't come visit us during COVID. And usually he was coming once a year at Thanksgiving. Right before Thanksgiving is when I like for him to come, after first frost, but before it got winter cold.
Yeah.
And so Don's knocking off a little bit of the green.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. The part that shows up in the videos all the time.
Yeah. Or she told me to clean it.
Well, the part on the side of the house where we walk. Yeah, Don's had this vinyl siding for a good amount of time. I don't remember what year he did this, but in the 90s. It was not the original siding. I guess the first time the siding on the house didn't look good, Don had it replaced with vinyl, and then the windows, not the actual windows, but the framing around the windows is aluminum. Well, I certainly like it because it comes off pretty easy without any chemicals. The guy that would come, he would do chemicals too, but maybe the chemicals kept it from coming back too quick. He's going to do that wall and then over here a little bit. I did the first scrub on Marty's chair, the cat chair. Don's doing the rest. I cleaned this thing. This is, if you want to feed bluebirds worms, you would use this. That way the bluebirds and the other birds can get inside of it, but nobody can bother them while they're eating. They can choose to leave. It's a cool thing. I stopped feeding the birds because of the cats though. And like I said, Don's finishing up my chair over here. Alright, chair looks much better. Clean for another year, clean enough. Those are old chairs. That was my dad's. I think they're from the 80s. I mean, my grandmother bought them as like a housewarming gift. And they were on the back porch at Dad's house, a screened-in back porch for a long time. And then a covered front porch for a while too. So they haven't, it's getting more weather here, but still, they held up really nice. But, so I think of my grandmother, my mom's mom, and my dad on his porch. Hi, guys. Don's washing Ruby down because you know we can't have Ruby going for a service appointment tomorrow dirty. Not with what she had on her. That would be sort of embarrassing. So he's making her look nice. Well, I think I remember saying that I figured when Elon was ready to turn it on, he'd just turn it on.
Yeah, he just went. He did a McNugget run. It actually drove his version of self-driving. Actually drove through the drive-through, including stopping at the thing with no intervention.
Show us the info.
Sure.
Tesla Model S++ with full self-driving Fuller's nuggets acquired. Jason Hughes. Yeah, don't doubt the FSD.
Now, the only problem is 2 days ago that could be April Fool's joke, so you gotta be careful.
That's funny, but I don't think so.
Well, let me just say, based on watching this video and having watched many self-driving videos, it didn't look fake to me.
I agree. Well, that is one good looking hamburger, if I do say so myself. I may have added some bacon bits to the actual chaffle this time. And there's bacon underneath all those onions. Well, my first impression is that they're brighter than I had feared. We'll see later on, but I can see them pretty good right now, so that's cool. And they'll match the ones up here on the front porch. They're kind of reversed, but they're the same kind of cover for the bulbs.